Hello ladies, welcome back to Mirrorless Makeup Tutorials. Today we're going to talk eyeshadow looks and creating an eyeshadow look. We are going to keep it simple today. So often I am asked by ladies who are new to eyeshadows how to build a palette, how to build a look, where to start. So I always like to start with a matte shade, usually light to mid-tone, and a shimmer. That's all we're doing today, and I often just do 2 eyeshadow looks, and I think when you're new to eyeshadows, that's a great place to start. Okay, so today I'm going to start with Lullaby. This is a staple in so many palettes. I absolutely love it. It is a great light to mid-tone. We can put it over our whole lid or just in our crease. And then this pretty pink shimmer, this is called Sis. This is what we are going to apply today. So let's get started here. Again, I'm using Saint products. I really like that we can build our own palettes as each shade is sold separately. They're hyperpigmented, so truly they last a really long time. Okay. So I also use the Saint eyeshadow brush. We've got a nice fluffy end and then a more dense end for details. Okay, so a great way to learn to put on your eyeshadow is before you even begin with product, take your brush and get familiar with your eyelid, okay? So go ahead and pretend you're washing a crease shade on there. Find your crease, okay, with your eyes closed. Or if you're like me and you have a hooded eye, you're going to kind of create that crease. So you're going to go just above where it would be. So again, all we're doing right now is we are creating and working with that feeling and our muscle memory. So believe it or not, our minds will remember, and our face and our hands will remember where that eyeshadow goes. And trust me, it gets so easy once you get going. Okay, so we have found our crease. Now I want you to just go ahead. You want to start the outer corner there, maybe just in a little bit, and just pretend you are washing a shade. To wash a shade means you're putting it over the whole eyelid. Go ahead and pretend you're doing that. That means it can go up into the crease. Sometimes when we start a look, we will start with a light shade over the whole lid, okay? So I want you to pretend you're doing that. Now I want you to take your brush and I want you to pretend you're finding the outer corner, okay? So you want to go down from the highest point of your arch. That's kind of where you want to start, and just kind of poke around in there. See what it feels, swirl your brush even. See what it feels like in that space. You can take the smaller end of your brush and go ahead and draw like a Pac-Man face, almost, the open mouth, towards the inner part of your eye, or a sideways V. Okay, take that dense end and go ahead and pretend you're drawing a line under your bottom lash line. These are all great tricks to learn and to practice. I promise you, your body will remember it, okay? All right, let's use some product. So I'm going to use my fluffy end. I'm just going to do a couple of taps in there. I'm going to tap it off so I don't get dusting on my face. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a whole wash. So I started on that outer corner area there, and I'm just working it in and across. You don't necessarily want to go into the inner corner. If you already did, that's okay. Don't worry about it. And then this, because we're doing only 2 shades, this is also going to be in your crease, so go ahead with the hooded eye, go ahead and go a little bit higher, okay? So we're going to wash this across the whole lid. Now I'm going to do that another couple taps again on the fluffy end. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to deepen it on the outer corner. So I'm going to close my eye. I'm going to find that space, kind of outer corner below that arch. I'm going to tap off most of the product there. You can do some circles going towards the inner corner there, and go ahead and then just blend it towards the center, but we're wanting to keep most of that color on the outer corner there, okay? And don't worry about it if you're over blending, because you're not really over blending, you're just blending it more. The more we practice, the better we will get at the shades, I guess. Haha, that made a lot of sense. Practice makes perfect. Okay, now I'm going to take my dense end. I'm going to tap it in, just a couple, tap it off. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go under my bottom lash line, stopping about halfway under my eye, just a couple times. And that gives us a different way to have that eyeliner look without stressing about using black eyeliner or placement. It's just easier and it's nice, it's less harsh. Okay, now we are on to our last step. We're going to take our shimmer. So with shimmers, if you want a more pop with more shimmer dense look, you're gonna use your finger. You can also use a brush. I pretty much just always use my finger. So I'm going to just take my middle finger there, going to put some on. I'm just going to start at the middle of my eyelid. Again, if you want, go ahead and do it first with your finger with no product. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more, starting in the center of my lid, going right into that inner corner there. We want to have that nice and bright. All right. And that's pretty much it. If you want, you can go do a quick brush over. I use our little cleaning tile just to get off any excess. And then just go ahead and take your brush and just give that a couple of swipes. Blend that in. And there you have your eye look. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the other side here. Okay, so there you have it. We have done a 2-shade look. We deepened the outer corner. We did some under our eyes. It's gonna look great. I know you can do it, and I know it looks like I can see what I'm doing, but this is exactly the way I learned, is just by practice and feel and trusting the process, because I am doing it by muscle memory as well. Okay, so as always, reach out if you need help, ask questions. I'm here for you. I can help you build palettes, and yeah, see you next time.